What's up, everybody? Welcome on into another week of NFL in-game action here on Unabated live YouTube. Thank you so much for being with us again. As always, we're going to be here rolling through to the witching hour from halftime of these games going on right now to the end of the end of the early game slate here, celebrating the witching hour, looking at some in-game opportunities if they should arrive for us, and also sweating out our props here. I know a bunch of you coming to tune in are sweating out some of what we had on the show with Derek Carty, and hey, we've got a pretty good slate here so far. I woke up early to watch the Jets get absolutely destroyed, which was not fun, but we are back. We are rolling along here. The props so far, if you watched the Derek Carty show on Friday, you are feeling pretty good right now because you have already, we're already hitting two. DeAndre Swift already over his rushing, his carries total, sailed over that in the first quarter, I think. And Davon Achane, we never root for injuries, but when we have the under, hey, it does happen. Achane out for the rest of the game there for the Dolphins because, you know, the Dolphins don't have enough terrible things going on, and we will be paying close attention to the unwatchable between the Dolphins and the Patriots down here. Yeah, it's going to be a good one here. I'm still waking up for the day. Like I said, was up early. And let's take a look in at some of the games going on right now because we do have some close ones coming down to it. At least going into the half, but we also have some major blowouts here as the Bears are up 27-7 over the Panthers here. Woof. That one's already up to a 21.5 point spread here. I mean, nothing that you really want to play when it comes to that, but we also had the Browns and the Commanders here. The Browns just getting absolutely worked by Washington at the moment. I'm hoping that means that we're going to slow down with the Jaden Daniels throwing the ball. That would be pretty ideal if you have his under there, like I know some do. Ravens and Bengals in a very, very tight, interesting one right now. And there were a bunch of teasable games today, so we will be keeping an eye on those teasers as well. And guys, what's up? Jansen in the chat saying, yo, Jim Robinson saying, make me some money, Tommy, I'm hurting. We'll see what we can do. Mr. Corey, Texas says, good afternoon, Sharps. And Chaos New York saying, what's up, man? It's great to see you guys in here. The more you interact in chat, the easier the next hour and a half is going to be for me as well. So please throw in all of your questions, comments, anything that you want to talk about. We're here. Like, as far as what we do at Unabated, you know that it's a very quantitative approach. We're looking at the numbers-based stuff. But hey, it's Sunday. We're watching football. We're having a little bit of fun. You guys know the you guys know the drill at this point. We're here. This is the show to like chill, hang out, sweat some bets, see if we can spot some in-game stuff that we might want to take advantage of, and go about our day and have a good Sunday here. Let's see. We talked about the Ravens-Bengals game here, 17-14. Jansen saying real quick, BJ, what's up, man? Tommy Tremble just got KO'd, so I guess my play is chalked. Oh, no, man, that's awful. And Jansen saying the Orange proved me wrong on Friday. I was at that game. It was so much fun. Just an absolutely awesome time being there, being with a whole bunch of other Orange fans. Jim Boeheim even showed up. We had an absolute blast at Allegiant Stadium, and it felt good to beat UNLV. I was happy about that. But then let's see here. The Texans-Bills game. This is probably one that I'd be interested in. Dan Hennick said, I just took Panthers plus 22.5 at minus 110. Don't tell me how to live my life. I mean, if I'm playing a side in that game, you almost have to take that second half number, right? Like if you are looking for a side there, because the hope is that the Bears kind of put the foot off the gas a little bit in the second half, and you're able to get the backdoor cover. Jim Dennison saying RP Rodgers and the Jets. Sorry, Tommy boy. Yeah, this season's chalked. Every season's chalked when you're a Jets fan. That's just how life works. I'm over it. We're on to next year and the following year and all of the suffering that will come in all of the future. But over here, let's see. We've also got the Bills-Texans game. Bills plus 11.5 right now. This is one that I know they're down 14. This is one that I would be inclined to look at here. The Bills passing game has been absolutely atrocious through the first half. Houston got out to a hot start there, but they ripped off some really big chunk plays, and the Bills have come up and made a couple big stops. I think that the Bills offense gets on track as we go along here, and it does lead us to Indy and the Jaguars here, 13-10 in favor of Jacksonville right now. They've been playing well today so far. As a Brian Thomas fantasy holder, I'm happy about that. But Chaos New York points out in the unwatchable, it is 7-3 New England over the Dolphins. But let's face it, on this show today, this is Tyler Huntley watch. We are looking to make sure he cashes our over 160 passing yard prop that Derek Carty brought up, because we are looking pretty good on that one right now. He's at 140 at halftime, which I am certainly not complaining about at all. But yeah, let's take a look at some of these numbers pregame, see what we're going to be tracking, and then we'll talk about I like this comp, so double dip there. Hey, we're rooting for you. I've got it too. I've got a bunch of stuff. That's actually one of my most prop heavy games. I need Antonio Gibson to catch a pass. I'm hoping that we get that. And let's see, what else did I have in there? Because I had that one. I had the Achane under. And then I also have Demario Douglas over 2.5 receptions. So he needs to pick that up. I cashed Jonnu Smith right away. His number was at 1.5 receptions. He had 2 on the first drive. He's at 4 now. And yeah, Huntley, 160.5 passing yards here. He's at 126 at the moment. So that's feeling pretty good. We also need one more reception for Douglas. Yes, just one more. That's all we need. Is he at 3? Let me pull up that stat line right now. Yeah, let me see what we can pull up here. Let's see. Yep, he's at 2 receptions for 24 yards. We're feeling good on that. Missed the Jonnu Smith one. Solid play, though. Yeah, chaos. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But let's take a look at Derek's prop numbers, see what we're really tracking here. We've got the Demario Douglas prop, over 2.5 receptions. We're waiting on that one. The Chicago Bears will go there next, because we've got Roschon Johnson there. We're looking under his receptions market. And for that one, we're feeling pretty good right now. He has not been involved at all in the passing game just yet. And I think I actually missed out on that play. I'm very upset about that. Pat's under 28.5 at FanDuel is very interesting. I mean, yeah, it's hard to believe that they're going to be doing much more there. I'm inclined to agree with you there. Davon Achane, he's already out for the game. That one is cashed. DeAndre Swift is also cashed. And Tyler Huntley over 16.5 completions. We are coming up on it here. He is already at 12. We need 5 more. And then Joe Burrow under 24.5 pass completions, and Josh Jacobs running attempts there. That Josh Jacobs play is going to be later on in the day when the Packers play. But let's take a look at Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow and the Bengals here. The thing is, they do have to pass. They are in one of those games. He is 13 for 18 so far. So that's going to be a sweat. That's going to be one that we're looking at when it comes down the wire here. And I'm going to pull the live odds back up on screen here, and I'm going to zoom in on those for you guys so we can see that a little bit clearer here. Let's see how that looks on the stream, shall we? Okay, yeah, that's looking a lot better when it comes to these in-game markets here. Okay, Chaos New York saying, very interesting how the thought from weeks 1 to 2 on Swift has shifted from the crowded field back concern. I mean, turns out he's a good player, and good players, good special players, special teams, special plays, special players. That's what we're looking for, and that's exactly what he has. As CJ Stroud is already off and running here. I took the Bills in Survivor this week. I think that I am officially going to be bowing out at this point, which sucks. Not the Circus Survivor. I'm already out of that one. Chaos said Tuesday. Yeah, buddy. Glad you caught the reference there. But let's take a look at the teaser numbers there, and then we'll go into Total Watch, because we did have a bunch of teasable opportunities here. This Ravens-Bengals one, feeling good at the half on the teaser there. If you tease the Bengals up to 8.5, not feeling good if you tease the Bills up to 7.5 right now. They need to start playing football better than they are at the moment. Patriots +8. I don't know the Dolphins are capable of scoring 16 more points. They're not 16 points, 12 more points, whatever. I don't think the Dolphins are capable of covering +8 on this number, to be honest with you. They are doing absolutely nothing here in the unwatchable. And if you had the Jets +8.5, you did end up getting that teaser leg just barely in, but you are in there. All right, let's talk totals. let's take a look at the totals as we stand at halftime here. We are looking pretty good with 34 points already in a total of 40 game on the Bears-Panthers game. Also looking okay with 27 points here. You're on track with Browns-Commanders, but the problem here is it's a blowout and got to get worried about negative game script there. So even though you're on track, I'm a little worried just based on the lopsidedness of that score. But hey, maybe a couple commanders touchdowns. They could get there on their own, to be quite frank, but you're obviously going to hope that they let off the gas and the Browns get back in the game a little bit. Bengals Ravens. This is another one here as we also play Tom Does Basic Math. This is when we're at 31 going to 48.5. So, all right, we're on pace there. Like, we're liking what we're seeing out of that game. And we are a little bit behind pace here in the Bills Texans game. But again, the big problem has been the Bills offense not getting in gear here, but the Texans offense is moving the ball for us at the moment. And then you have 23 points out of a needed 44 in this Colts Jags game. We're a little bit behind schedule right now. One score could really change the complexions in that one and get us up to 30 because we need 3 scores in the second half. And of course, 37 points in the Dolphins Patriots game. We'll see if we get anywhere near there. All right, let's go back to the live screen here. Let's take a look at some of these totals that we've got in play right now because these numbers have been dropping down a little bit. We're still pretty much on target with some of these games here. I don't know. I could be interested in a live under on this Panthers-Bears game, but again, that's me prognosticating and musing here, not so much looking around and saying, oh, hey, I really like this play. I am so done because the Bills are so cooked in this game. Houston is absolutely winning. All right. What are you guys sweating? What are we looking at on screen right now? Let me know in the chat what you guys are feeling. And thank you so much again for being here with me. It is great having y'all for another fun Sunday stream here. As we take a look around, and we'll start updating on some of these games. It's a little bit tough with these games going on right now. There's not a whole lot of action going on in the red zone areas. Jaguars are driving right now, and then a whole bunch of games are at commercial. Looks like Bears versus Panthers is doing okay. And I think I have everything up on stream at this point. Okay, we do have the Patriots driving right now. As Antonio Gibson finally got the football. I would hope that was a pass play, but I highly doubt it was. You know what? I'm going to go back. I'm going to use rewind, and I am going to see exactly what that play was because it would be really cool if it was a screen. As I'm just watching here, making for great TV. But no, it was not a screen. So Antonio Gibson's still there. Let's see. BJ, I've cashed everything since I joined you guys. I'm just sweating tremble. Hey, we'll sweat it out with you, but we love the fact that you're cashing bets. We love that you're building a bankroll here because that's what it's all about, isn't it? We're trying to win. It's not about picking winners, but it's about having good process and making that consistent profit. Jansen Webb, I placed a Ravens money line bet at plus 130. Could be done, but I think they got it. I like that. I think that they do come back and win this game too. My only problem is I don't see the Bengals starting out 0-5, but hey, that's not good handicapping. And I think that the Ravens are just flat out a better team here. But we will see. I am sweating out Joe Burrow under in that game. Houston attempting a 47-yard field goal here to make it a 17-point game from directly in the middle, and we'll see what happens in that one. Looks like that kick is going to be good, and so now Houston is going to go even further up on the scoreboard here, and let's see that spread now. That spread is going to be growing just a little bit. Jansen Webb, I also have Burrow under on yards, so Jansen, you and I are sweating that one out together. That was definitely a Derek Carty special. Let me tell you, I'm already excited for the pizza I'm ordering after this show. I will tell you guys that is in my mind's eye to quell. I need some comfort food. That long chase TD was not good for us. No, it was not. It was very bad for us. But if we can catch the Tyler Huntley prop, I'll feel happy about that. I am mad about Jalen Naylor not getting any targets at all whatsoever in the early game. I think I'm finally getting off the bandwagon on betting his passing prop over. And we will also, of course, be on Antonio Gibson watch here. Trey Sermon really killing me. They're not giving him the ball, and I wish the Texans would give less Ogunbowale. Cut me some slack on that one. Ogunbowale. Jansen, I've been thinking about my Sunday night pizza since I woke up. I love it. Also, wild Ogunbowale, also his sister is a WNBA star, which is that's a name that really does stand out for you. And of course, if you have been betting WNBA props here with Unabated so far, if you've been here with us for Unabated and you've been getting these WNBA props, and you definitely know Orike Ogunbowale by this point. I'm really testing myself with these tongue twisters early, as Jacoby Brissett has another incompletion that just simply was not where it needed to be, just into the dirt. And so the Patriots are going to be kicking a field goal to make it an insurmountable 10-3 lead, and that is going to be good. Pats 3.5. I don't hate it. I do not hate it. I don't know if the Dolphins score a touchdown in this game. Like, you would have to think there has to be a turnover or something involved here at this point. What else do we like? I think the Jaguars can get a win here. And my bad, the Bengals do have a W, don't they? Yeah, because the only defeated team is Jacksonville at this point. But games are rolling out of half here, except for Cleveland, Washington. They might just end that one at halftime, it looks like, because they're slow off the blocks here. Colts, Jaguars, that's the fastest moving paced game on the slate right now. But again, not much actually happening at this moment when it comes to the games and when it comes to what we've got going on right now. Not much happening. Texans, of course, have hit that field goal, so it's 20-3 there, and that the Bills will start a drive to try and answer and try and wake up this offense here and see what they can do. 12.5, you're seeing some 13s out there as well. I'd only be interested in the Bills, but oh man, I just don't know. This offense is doing absolutely nothing. And yeah, it is literally like every game right now is at commercial or not having anything going on. The Colts are backed up to their own end zone. Joe Flacco trying to run it back for us. Jacksonville losing this game would be so Jaguars. Oh, we finally have something here in the Bills game, as the Bills running back gets a very nice carry there and gets that drive started going and gets it going for Buffalo. There we go. Buffalo starting to be on the move here as that Ty Johnson who has that massive run. Meanwhile, the Jaguars on the move on the punt. Ooh, on the punt return. Big punt return there for Jacksonville. Going to set them up in huge field position. Right, almost in the red zone already here for Jacksonville. They're up 13-10 over Indianapolis here. 7 minutes to play in the third. Duval County is pumped right now at this game, but that was a very, very great punt return right there. Yeah, absolute great work by Jacksonville. And they'll have a good chance to extend this lead here. And now you're seeing some 6s and 6.5s popping up. I don't know, man. The Colts, another tough one, and there's some sort of turnover very early on here. Terry McLaurin just had the ball punched out in the Washington Cleveland. Yeah, that's going to be a fumble, and the Browns do recover. There, so now they are going to be on the move and looking to get a touchdown on the board, and hey, make it a 2-possession game, make it something that might be interesting, as there is a flag for a late hit on Josh Allen, and that's going to keep this Bills drive moving into Houston Texans territory. Woo, tried saying that 3 times fast. And it looks like there is also a turnover in the Bears game, and the Bears are going to take over there as well. Lots of turnovers coming in right now. That's the second for the Panthers in this game. Shout out to the Texans jerseys, by the way. Those Texans jerseys are pretty slick. I like those a lot. Oh yeah, definite penalty for a late hit. Josh Allen was sliding down and got a knee to the face. Caleb Williams has this team driving though, And it looks like Jacksonville fumbled and then recovered in the end zone. Tank Bigsby with the touchdown. Yeah, I'm going to have to see the replay on this one. This is really interesting here. Taking a look, Tank Bigsby gets the ball, drives down the field. He gets like stopped at the 10 and pushed into the end zone. Okay, yeah, he was already well in before the fumble. So that's just a straight up touchdown for Tank Bigsby, who rolled his way into the end zone there. They're going to review it, but I don't even know what they would be reviewing at this point, to be honest with you. Meanwhile, Dolphins are actually driving the football right now. They have gotten Raheem Mostert takes that one, and they are now into Patriots territory. And Tyler Huntley is at 134 yards with still most of the second half to play here. Going to be an interesting one. As the Bills are driving to the end zone right now, it looks like Dalton Kincaid is the one who gets them down to the 5. We're going to be hopping around here right now. First and goal for the Buffalo Bills as they look to finally get back into this game and maybe make it an interesting one. Meanwhile, Andy Dalton slings one that's going to get out of the hands of his intended receiver, T. Higgins. I've got T. Higgins unders as well, I'll tell you that much. But out of the hands there. And so we will see what happens in that game. But the Bills have scored a touchdown here. James Cook gets one. James Cook gets a touchdown, and it is going to be pending the extra point here, but could be a 10-point game in Houston. So, yeah, we have a 10-point game in Houston going on. I got to get a little background music bumping here. Get a little something going on. That's what I need. It's way too quiet in my room right now. All right. There we go. Got some tunes going. Got to keep the energy up, right? Bengals are currently driving to extend this lead over the Ravens here. Bears are also fighting for even more here. Ooh, and the Dolphins, Jalen Waddle has one go right out of his grasp that would have put them in the red zone, but it looks like they're going to call a pass interference penalty on the corner, and the Dolphins going to have a chance here to tie this game up. Jansen saying, damn, Cincy, yeah, oof, that Ravens money line, we will see, but Cincy making them work for it right now. It's going to be second and goal for Cincinnati. That's a great play there. Now we've got plenty of red zone. 221 for Burrow now. Yeah, I think that Burrow play is going to be cooked. Yeah, Burrow is definitely going to be cooked there. But great play from Washington, who also are dealing with some red zone defense. We got a whole bunch of games in the we got a whole bunch of games in the red zone right now. Goal to go for the Bears in their game against the Panthers. They are on the 2 with first and goal. Third down and goal for the Browns from the 8 as Deshaun Watson drops back to pass there. He's going to scramble around, eventually looking for someone to get open and throws that ball out of the back of the end zone. Will they do the surrender field goal here on 4th and 9 from the 9? Third and goal, meanwhile, for Cincinnati at the 1-inch line, as it looks like, DeAndre Swift doesn't get in the end zone, leaping over the pile, doesn't get in the end zone. And I don't know what they're still reviewing in this Jacksonville game here. Okay, no, they're not reviewing anything in the Jacksonville game. It's going to be second down and goal for the Bears. It is fourth down and goal for the Browns. It is third and goal for the Bengals. And I don't know what they're dealing with. They're dealing with something with the play clock. Bengals are dealing with a play clock thing right now. 3rd and goal for them. 4th and goal for the Browns still, and they're going to take a timeout here. Tyler Huntley drops a dime, and it looks like that might just be the touchdown. Nope, they're saying incomplete pass. Jansen Webb saying Tyreek Hill TD. I mean, Tyler Huntley, it looks like he hit him. It looks like he's got him in the corner of the end zone here. He might just be out of bounds. I think his foot might have been on the white. Yeah, that's not going to be a touchdown. That is not going to be a touchdown for the Dolphins there. Meanwhile, the Bengals did get pushed back from the 1 to the 6 on that delay of game penalty, but Joe Burrow fires one into the end zone there. It's going to be T. Higgins extending that lead to 10. The Bengals are going to get the touchdown. The Browns are going to get the field goal. So now it is 24-6 because, hey, when you can make a 21-point game, an 18-point game, you have to do it. Meanwhile, the Bears, it looks like Caleb Williams might have rushed it himself into the end zone here. They've got a flag on the play. And it looks like the Colts had a fumble. Nope, not a fumble, just a play, and the runner is down. Bears, 2nd and goal. Caleb Williams did not run it. Yes, he did run it in himself. And they're going to be negotiating a flag there. But it's going to come back on a chop block call. So the Bears will not extend their already very massive lead in this game. Houston right now driving from their own 30. They're trying to answer and keep their lead at 3 scores here. And let's see what else we've got going on. Let's take a look at some of these numbers that we've got in game right now. The Dolphins, they kick the field goal there, so it is going to be 10-6. And you can still get the Patriots -3 if you line chop. I certainly wouldn't want the 3.5 number, but you can get the 3 at this point. But I don't know how much you certainly don't. Yeah, you don't want the 3.5 number because math. Nah, you'd be fine. You'd be fine with 3.5 because if the Dolphins score, they go up 13, and then if the Patriots score, I mean, you're looking at overtime anyway. Obviously, the three is better here, but a Patriots touchdown would have you feeling good on that live line. Bears, meanwhile, on 2nd and goal from very far out, Caleb Williams dancing around like he's at USC again, and eventually just chucks one. And there's going to be another flag here, and this might be coming back for roughing the passer. So the Panthers almost get out of their own way. Jags-Colts total. Yeah, let's look at the Jags-Colts total here, Jansen. We've got 30 points right now with 5 minutes to play in the third. The total's at 47. Do we get 17 more points out of this game? That's a lot. 47.5 still on the board here. I mean, if you can get that DraftKings, I mean, under 47.5 is -130 there. You're getting some heavily juiced numbers at this point. 47.5 at Caesars at -125 doesn't seem like a bad play. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the under as well. Is if you got these 47.5s, you've got some juice. You've got some -119s out there, which is at least the same as Pinnacle, roughly. FanDuel number looking okay. 46.5 -102. I would love to get the 47.5 though. I'd pay that's just my thought there, because then all of a sudden, instead of a 3 score, you need 3 touchdowns versus 2 touchdowns and a field goal. As the Bears eventually do settle for the field goal. So it'll be 30-7 in that game, which is not that competitive right now. Ravens, meanwhile, trying to drive here. As Zay Flowers took a hit, but he got there. Just went down to 46.5. I also want 47.5. Yeah, Jansen, that's what I'm looking for there. If you're not getting the 47.5, what's I don't think that you're getting a good number on that one. Meanwhile, we're at 38 points in the Ravens-Bengals game. 38 points in the Ravens-Bengals game. Very interesting here. As you're seeing some 62 starting to pop up on the board, but the Ravens are very much driving right now, and Lamar Jackson has to pass it. Oh, Lamar just threw one. Is that Mark Andrews? Is that Mark Andrews? No, it is some random tight end because they will just absolutely not throw the ball to Mark Andrews, but it is going to be 1st and goal here for the Ravens. 1st and goal for the Ravens as they try and come back in this one right now. And the spread on that one is going to be down to 3.5 at some places here, which, I mean, understandable why it's juiced so much if you're thinking that they get the touchdown here. I do think that they do. But that Ravens money line bet you had there, Jansen. I mean, obviously you like something. You could have taken it a little bit later and gotten a little bit better of a price, but hindsight's 2020, right? Jacoby Brissett really has like 62 yards passing in this game. This is hilarious. This game is so bad. Yeah, Jansen, I know. I'm preaching to the choir there. It's impossible to, like, hindsight is 2020, as we were saying. Jaden Daniels is just rocketing them right now. God, that Commanders offense is something. That Commanders offense is very, very interesting. All right, if Derrick Henry, they do the play action and Lamar goes over the top, and that is going to make it a 3-point game. Isaiah Likely getting the touchdown. Took under 47 at -130. Don't like the high juice, but had to pay it for that line. Yeah, you did. I think that that's an important one to have that number there. All right, what's going on here? What's going on in some of these games? We have a score by Baltimore. We have the Colts driving, and Joe Flacco launches one over his receiver's head and almost gets him killed in the process. We have the Commanders driving. Jaden Daniels now running for a nice 25-yard scamper. Baltimore has completed the extra point. It is officially a 3-point game there. I mean, the Bills can make this one super interesting. Bills can make this one super interesting with a score here and really keep us alive. This is my survivor sweat of the day, by the way. Colts are driving into Jacksonville territory right now. These 6.5s for the Colts game are tough. Because you're really saying, hey, they're going to get a touchdown on this drive. That Bet Rivers number at -4, there's no way that's there. I got to move Sport Trade further up. Andy Dalton, meanwhile, looking to rifle one to midfield and almost gets his receiver absolutely murdered. 3rd and 5 here for the Bills right now. Third and 5, Josh Allen goes for a quick sling on a wide receiver screen, and that gets blown up. So it's going to be 4th and 4 from about midfield. Allen looking for, they're going to go for it. We'll see. This is going to be a big play here. Big play in the Buffalo game. I mean, good opportunity. Good opportunity to get an in-game number here. If that Caesars 5.5 is still there, you might be interested in the -5.5 number if they can get it. But it looks like the Bills are going to pick this one up because that number's going to 3.5 now at DraftKings. The Bills do get it. Oh, the Bills do. Oh, the Bills more than get it here. The Bills get into the end zone. Keon Coleman. Wow, Buffalo touchdown there And this one is a game again, folks. Meanwhile, Jaden Daniels and the Commanders are looking to get Brian Robinson another touchdown, and it looks like they're going to do just that. Nope, it's Jeremy Nichols who gets the touchdown there, but Washington extends their lead. Keon Coleman with a great play there by Buffalo, and there we go. That's going to be the game, let's face it, as we're coming down the wire here. We're watching that in the unwatchable here. Meanwhile, the Colts in the red zone now. Tyler Huntley doing things. Let's see. Let's check in on some of these props here. I wish the Colts would run Trey Sermon. Also, any news on the anyone watching the unwatchable here and getting any Demario Douglas news? Trey Sermon is at 20 yards. That's a tough one for me. Needs 26 more. And they're a negative game script. Still waiting for that Douglas grab. T. Higgins caught a bomb or something because he's at 55. So I'm gonna be chalked in both of my Bengals Ravens plays there. Unfortunate. It's shaping up for a rough prop day. We shall see. We shall see. Dolphins are driving. Dolphins are driving here. Jalen Wright just ran it up. They're almost at the 50 here. Ooh, Tyler Huntley really getting close to his over now. He's going to be at around 150, 155. Not to cry, but if Tremble is out, does that void him or my whole ticket? Check your house rules. Is it a parlay? Like what are you looking at here, BJ? Give me some more details on Tremble, because if he's out and you're in a parlay here, it should just void him, not your whole ticket. But obviously you want him to be out. Oh dear. Something has happened in the Dolphins game. Doesn't look like anything serious though. Terrell Huntley at 154 now. Joe Burrow has been slinging it here, which killed some unders. And there's a false start penalty that's going to put them back. Sealbert prop cash. There we go, Kloby. There we go, Kloby. We love to see it. We love to see another prop cash in there. A lot of bad football going on right now. Oh, Terrell Huntley just slipped, and that caused a sack. What else is anybody sweating out at this moment here? We're still on teaser watch. Jansen Webb, Colts screwing this up in the red zone, helping my under. Yeah, Colts doing that is very good. Oh, wow. Keon Coleman almost stepped out on his touchdown run, but did not. Wild how close he was. I think Huntley just went over. It looks like he did. There we go. We can party on that one. Huntley over his number. Let's go. That's a nice one to cash. The Derek Hardy doubters in shambles. It's a parlay from the pick you guys talked about on Friday Live, I believe. I just switched him out for Huntley. Oh, well, I think you're if it's just a parlay, check your house rules, but you should be okay, because that should, if he doesn't play in the game, if he's out, it's just going to void it for you. Like, it's just going to avoid him and knock it down to a 5-leg or whatever. You know, it's going to take out that leg and act like the parlay is everything else. Oh man, I don't hate these Ravens 3.5 numbers at all, but the Bengals are driving here. They are at midfield. Texans also almost at midfield here. Now Texans just past midfield, and they're going to have a first down. They're going to hilariously have a first down, and the chain gang is not at the pylon. So I have no idea. But nope, there is a flag, so it's going to be holding, and it's going to be coming back. Joe Burrow continues slinging the rock. I need Buffalo Houston to go over 40.5. Should be no sweat. Oh, don't say that, man. Don't say that. You should be okay, but don't say that kind of thing. Texans now backed up to 1st and 20 there. Bengals are in a 2nd and 9 situation. Yeah, come on, man. First roll of gambling, Kyobi. I'm very tired of the political ads on TV. I'm very excited for November to be over. I'm sure everybody is tired of that. Jansen saying no sweat just makes it an automatic sweat. You know it does. Some weird stuff happening in the Washington game, but I'm not sure what it was. Looks like a turnover. Looks like a turnover here. Looks like Deshaun Watson lost the ball. Not that the Browns were in this game. Bengals could go on to win this one. 2nd and 19 for the Texans in the game that I am absolutely sweating here. And it's going to be 3rd and long for the Texans. We'll see what happens there as the Panthers kick a field goal to make it 30-10. And we have a touchdown to Mo Alley Cox, who feels like he's been in the league forever. Indy gets it back here, and it's going to be a 3-point game. Ravens defense has some massive holes in it today. It really does. What else did I have as far as teasers go? And the Texans will punt. CJ Stroud does not get there. Oh, Antonio Gibson got some work. As a punt returner. All right. Patriots have the ball at their own 20, looking to drive and salt this game away. It is 10-9. 10-9 in favor of the in favor of the Patriots here. Dolphins kicked a field goal. They're trying to field goal them to death here. Yeah, Jansen, it is absolutely time for the Browns to bench Watson. Jameis Winston should have been playing weeks ago. Like, they figure out the money later on. It doesn't matter how much you're paying him. Either you want to win or you don't. Riveting TV right now, but it's just nothing going on. Okay, they're showing a replay of this punt here, so I am scared of what happened with this Texans punt. No, Texans get the punt. So it must have just been a penalty of a guy going out of bounds and not coming back into play. That's what we're looking at here. Yeah, we're looking at like an illegal touching penalty or something like that. So it's going to be big Buffalo ball here. They're going to get the ball at the 19 as opposed to the 9. And James Cook immediately gashes a nice 10-yard run. Jaden Daniels gets sacked in the Commanders game. Oh, the Panthers are looking to kick another field goal here. Very big in this one. It is 30-10. Never mind. They were going to, it was just windy. They were doing the kickoff. So it is still 30-10. They did kick that field goal there. Jaguars on 1st and 25 throw a screen pass for 1 yard. But there at least are a few interesting games here. We've got 3 good games going down to the wire. Baltimore, Buffalo, and Indy. So Ravens, Bengals, Bills, Texans, and Colts, Jags are all the interesting games in this window right now. DJ Moore with 6 catches for 100 yards in this game and 2 touchdowns so far. Jeez. Ooh, Trevor Lawrence uncorks a long one, and the Jags are in business down at the Indy 20. Like, that was like a 60-yard play to Christian Kirk right there. And Jacksonville has a chance to make this a 2-score game again. Yeah, from their own 16. Meanwhile, Bengals looking to drive and make this a 2-score game as the fourth quarter begins. They're on the 5 of the Ravens here. Handoff on 1st and goal goes nowhere. Josh Allen takes off and gets to the 50, now down at the 45 for the Bills against the Texans. As they are driving, that's going to be the end of the third quarter. They're down 20-17. Jaguars looking to just run around here. Tank Bigsby having a day. Tank Bigsby really having a day out there today on my fantasy bench. Jansen Webb saying, come on, Ravens, you need to stop here. You need a big turnover. It's 2nd and goal. Joe Burrow is throwing the ball. You did not get your stop. It is touchdown Bengals. It is going to be 31-21 there. Yeah, sorry, Jansen. Also, I want to remind anyone, if you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel here, please do so. Throw us that like, throw us that subscribe. We would greatly appreciate it. We're always trying to grow the channel here, trying to grow the streams. It's been great. We're getting some good growth here. We're very happy with it. Douglas got his 3rd project. Luck Boxing. Also, welcome, Luck Boxing. I don't think I've seen you or Kyobi in here before today. Thank you so much for being a member. And let's go. We got that 3rd reception. Boom. Don't forget the demo drop. Oh, yeah, you know it. We always, when it comes to demoing, sorry, Jansen. Huckleberry Finn saying, sorry, Jansen, I need the Bengals to win. Yes, if you want a demo of all of the tools that we have here at Unabated, please use unabated.com/demo, sign up for one, and it'll be me sitting down on a Zoom call with you. Tom, will there be any more Massey Peabody shows with Rufus? Oh, wow, that's a throwback. We were doing that like last football. Were we doing that last football season, or was that 2 football seasons again now that we were doing the Massey Peabody show? Gibson 18 receiving yard. Boom, Luck Boxing. Oh man, you are the good news. You are the good news geese today, my friend. Thank you. That's another good prop for me here. But yeah, we should do some Massey Peabody shows. Rufus is just, he's a busy guy with a busy schedule, but I think it would be good to get him on and talk about some NFL. We're trying to figure out what to do for the podcast this week, to be honest. As Luck Boxing says, that's what I'm here for. Hey, we appreciate it, man. And also, if you're not already a subscriber or a member, hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel, and also check out the site, of course. But I assume if you're in this stream, most likely you're already one of us here at Unabated. But yes, I think we should do some Massey Peabody shows with Rufus. That would be that would be a good idea. We might end up making that the podcast this week. We'll see. Let's see what's going on here. I'm sweating this Bills game so hard. Ooh, Jacksonville gets the touchdown. Jacksonville gets the touchdown. That's going to extend their lead over Indy here. The Patriots, meanwhile, suck. The Jalen Polk just right off his numbers and right off his numbers in completion there. Jacoby Brissett now back to pass again. He cannot. He's 4 for 8 for 20 yards on this drive. He has 70 yards on 12 for 21, and there's a fight brewing on the sideline here. At least just a heap of bodies. Hopefully, no one injured over there. Mr. Corey watched all the episodes. Hey, oh no, luck boxing, 18 rushing yards. Oof, that is unfortunate. Mr. Corey, thank you for watching all the. No more scoring in that game, please. Jansen says, "Yeah, that's tough. They certainly have popped the top off." Meanwhile, it's going to be 3rd down and long at around midfield here for the Bills. Antonio Gibson does have 3 receiving yards, though. Maybe later weeks as the Massey Peabody rating stabilize. Yeah, I think that might be something. We probably won't do it every week, but maybe we'll do some of those there. Man, it would be really fun if Antonio Gibson could get over and give me a clean sweep on 5 props in the Miami New England game, which is just absurd. That's the game that I had the most props in this week. Oh, and looks like the punt's going to be down at the 1, or they're going to say it's a touchback. Brutal error by the Patriots there. Almost had it down at the 1. Baltimore takes the first snap on the 40. What's going on? What's going on in that Baltimore game? I'm guessing here that the ball went out of bounds, as the Bills did end up punting away there. So Houston's going to have the ball. Oh, Baltimore. Ooh, yeah. Okay, I see. Baltimore is now to the 40. Yeah, they're moving. They're moving. That's right, Jansen. I forgot you were massively sweating that one. I'm also going to adjust my camera here a little bit. There we go. Yeah, Jansen's out here sweating that Baltimore game right now. Big time versus old Huckleberry. Oh, that's right. We got opposing sides in this one. We'll see. We'll see who's going to be happy at the end of that game. I'm stressing the Bills. What else are we riding here? As we're getting into the 4th quarter here. We're approaching the witching hour, although there are only a few games that really appear to be witching for us. And of the 3 that were close games, things have changed a little bit. Bears, Panthers, and Browns, Commanders. Let's face it, those ones are pretty much over here. But if we take a peek back in at some of these pregame totes, we are right on the number in the Bears-Panthers game. So that would be a very bad beat for overbetters. If really could be a bad beat for everyone if you got it on 40 flat. Could be a bad beat, could be a little bit of a saver for those that might have the under here, but we'll see if overbetters are going to be happy. One more score in the Browns Commanders game is going to get us to that number. One more touchdown at least. Huckleberry saying I need Washington to win by 4. You're looking good. At the risk of jinxing it, I think that might be one where you can start thinking about counting your money there. As Lamar Jackson takes off on 1st and 20 and gets a lot of that back. First, it's going to be 2nd and like 5 or so, if I'm correct. Yeah, 2nd and 8. Not bad there. Also have under 50.5 in the Carolina-Chicago game. Okay, so you're basically hoping Bears kill the clock here and get maybe one more field goal or something like that. That's doable. You're hoping that there's not a massive lapse by either team, or the Panthers or the Bears just stop playing defense. Meanwhile, Dolphins ball. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens are driving to make that one a game. Colts are also past midfield here. Some other totals here. Yeah, Miami, New England is going way over that 30, way under that 37. We are also right on the number in this Jaguars-Colts game, but the Colts are driving right now. Over 40 in the Bears game. Hopefully they middle for us. I think that's very possible there. That's a very live middle. Houston and Buffalo at 37. That 48 total might be... We'll see. We'll see. You obviously need 2 more scores. Like, that game is very much hanging in the balance here. The Browns still have Deshaun Watson in. Oh, Colts are running for it. Colts are running wild here. Is that Joe Flacco on the run? Joe Flacco scrambling himself there and gets the first down and gets the Colts in territory to try and make this a 1-possession game again. Mobile threat Joe Flacco. He's looking more mobile than Aaron Rodgers out there. As on 3rd and 9, the Texans do convert, and they'll have the ball at their own 30 now as they try and start this drive to get back up to a 2-score lead. Meanwhile, the Ravens very much into the plus territory here. They are into the red zone, and it's going to be 2nd down and 5 from the 15. That plus 3.5 on the Ravens, I really don't hate. But it's just going to be a matter of, can their defense keep the Bengals out of the end zone? I could use more Cam Akers runs. BJ saying thank you and your team. You gentlemen are goats. Hey, thank you so much, BJ. You guys are the reason that we do all of this. As the Bears get a 4th down stop, and Lamar throws towards the end zone, but it's going to be down at the 3. I think that's finally Mark Andrews making some plays. Houston going to have a big 3rd down here. Huntley has gone over his passing prop. We love it. Ravens are down to the 3. Ooh, and it looks like the Ravens are going to get into the end zone. Is it finally the Mark Andrews breakout game? No, that's Charlie Kolar who's getting all of these. What is going on with Mark Andrews? I have absolutely no idea, but it's been Charlie Kolar, everybody's most drafted tight end in fantasy, getting the points here. Flag down in this Houston-Buffalo game. We'll see what's going on here. It looks like Houston had a great catch. Yeah, it looks like Houston is starting to move the ball. Oh, and it looks like there's a roughing the passer penalty. But they might have picked up the flag. Drafted in 2 leagues, haven't dropped him yet, but he's doing the bench. Yeah, he's been riding the bench. I dropped Kyle Pitts this week. CJ Stroud is thrown for 300 in this game now. Matt Gay on for the 37-yard field goal for the Colts. And it's a 7-point game with 6 minutes to go. Can the Colts stop the Jaguars and get one more shot at this? Dolphins driving. Dolphins trying to win this game. CJ is at yes. CJ is at 300 yards exactly in this game right now, BJ. And the Texans are at midfield with 2nd and 11. Oh, he manages to avoid a sack and then takes off running for it himself. And he's going to get the first down. Texans are really driving right now. Can Jags run out 6 minutes without scoring? Yes. Yes, I definitely think they can. That's a couple first down and you've got that game. Jansen Webb, that 47.5 was worth the extra juice at the point as long as nobody scores. Yeah. Well, that's the big thing, but that 47.5 is right there. That game is on the cusp. This is one that's absolutely going to bear a lot of watching as the Dolphins are now going backwards, by the way. But a pass interference penalty is going to change things. Dolphins are driving. Watch out. Dolphins could win this game. We're already down to a pick 'em. Let's take a look at the money line price. Dolphins are now favored to win the game at this point. They're already in midfield. Bills defense really needs to come up strong here, and they do with an interception. CJ Stroud interceptions. BJ, only 2 days into my trial, and y'all cooking. We love to see it. We love to see you off to the strong start there, and the Bills are going to get the ball back with 8 minutes to play and a chance to tie or take the lead from their own 20. Josh Allen's going to make it onto the field. Bears are also driving once again. Jacksonville and Colts, that game. What was that pregame total? Was it 44? So we have gone over that. We are over the total in the Jacksonville game here. We are still at 37. I don't think that, we're going to stay under on this Texans game most likely here. Ravens has obviously sailed over. And it's going to be interesting. A scoreless fourth quarter keeps it to the under in the Browns Commanders game. Big sweat for me on CJ passing completions under. Well, your hope at this point is that the Bills take the rest of this 8 minutes to drive down the field as Jamar Chase breaks a long 70-yard touchdown reception. Joe Burrow continues an amazing day here. Bengals are going to win this game, most likely. Yeah, Jamar Chase took a wide receiver screen to the house. I think your Ravens bet is dead. Ravens defense just not interested in getting producing the required stops. Tank Bigsby continuing a fantastic day here as he's going to break out for a score, and that is going to really look like it's going to be the icing on the cake here for Jacksonville as they're going to get out of here against Indy with the win. It looks like Tank Bigsby having a day on my fantasy bench. Not that anybody cares, but that's going on there. And where are we in this? Ooh, don't look now, but the Dolphins are just going to run it down their throats here and kick a field goal. They've got to spend another 7 minutes. But they do have a chance to beat the Patriots here. It would be really cool if the Texans lost this game. Personally speaking here. That Tank Bigsby play was a nice little pitch there. I like that play design. Ooh, Dolphins. Raheem Mostert almost fumbles the ball as he goes down, but he holds on to it and gets a first down here. Dolphins have a chance to get the ball in the end zone. Bills are going to start their drive from the 20. They start with a run and get a couple yards. They have 8 minutes to move down the field, so time not really a factor at this point. And just like that, the fun games really have become the unwatchable of the Dolphins and the Patriots and this Bills-Texans game. Everything else, not that fun. Not that fun. A lot of these games going to be decided. It is not the best witching hour that we have had. But that Dolphins game, very interesting here. As they're just running it down to try and win this one. As Josh Allen takes off. Josh Allen takes off for a first down and then some, and the Bills are on the move. BJ Odell just doing cardio. Yeah, I'm kind of upset I didn't take his unders. I thought he would be a little bit bigger of a deal in this game. Dolphins are on the doorstep. On the doorstep right here. It's first and goal from the 1 for them as Jalen Wright gets down out. Maybe the 1 or the 2. Tank Bigsby, 10 rushes, 97 yards, 2 touchdowns. Have a day. Dolphins down at the 3, trying to win this game, and Alec Ingold is going to score the touchdown. The fullback gets into the end zone, and the Miami Dolphins are on top of the Patriots, 15-10, 2-point conversion pending. Meanwhile, it's going to be 3rd down and 8 for the Bills here. They can still punt the ball away. It's not 4-down territory quite yet, but you would obviously not want to do that if you're rooting for if you're a Bills backer here. You would want them to just be getting out of here with a W. Dolphins touchdown. Yep, Mr. Corey. Yep, Dolphins get the touchdown. They do not get the 2-point conversion. So it's going to be 15-10. Patriots have one chance to go down the field here with 4 minutes to play. Meanwhile, here we go. Big 3 of 11 are the Bills on 3rd down today. It's going to be 3rd and 8 from their own 40, and the pocket immediately disintegrates, and Josh Allen gets absolutely decked as he throws an incompletion there, and he's hurt. And it's not good. Josh Allen is very hurt. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens still trying, though. Ooh. Josh Allen took like a knee to the head. Ooh. Josh Allen's got a concussion. Ooh. He hit the ground hard. His head hit the turf. Ooh, that's a bad one. He's sitting up now, but that did not look good. All right, Josh Allen is walking off under his own power. The Bills are going to punt, but they've got their backup quarterback warming up now. BJ saying that's not a good look. No, it is not. That is not what you want to see. As Andy Dalton has a snap go over his head. That's going to be a fumble in the end zone, but he managed to throw the ball away. Credit to him. He managed to recover and throw the ball away, and it looks like he just barely kept his foot from going out the back of the end zone there, too. Lamar is dealing right now, though, as the Ravens are on the move, still trying to make this one a game to the wire. The Bills do punt the ball away, and the Texans are going to have it on their own 3-yard line. Panthers are not good at football, by the way. Josh Allen is in a hat. Doesn't look. He's going to the medical tent. They're gonna do a concussion evaluation there. We'll see what happens on that in that one. Yeah, this is really a slow burn here this week. Slow burn here this week on the show. Jonathan Mingo went over his passing yard prop. Damn. Joe Flacco also goes just over his yardage. Jeez, this became a terrible prop morning for me. Cam Akers really caught 2 passes in the last quarter. Colts trying to score. Texans going to get a first down here. Panthers have fumbled the ball away. Josh Allen. Nope, they're not showing Josh Allen. They're showing Mitch Trubisky warming up there. Hate to be cynical, but if Allen's out, we should go bet the season under for the bit. I disagree. I don't think Allen's going to be out that long. Like this looks like a concussion. Can't find it. Yeah, because they have those off the board right now. But I don't think that it didn't look like an injury that's going to. It didn't look like something that's going to be bad for a long time. As the Colts do score the touchdown. So it is a 1-touchdown game here. They do have all 3 timeouts as they make the extra point. So it will be a 7-point game. Patriots trying to drive here to win the game. 3 minutes to play. Jacoby Brissett gets lit up as he throws, and there's going to be multiple flags flying down on that one. Ooh, huge deal here in the Buffalo game. It's a fumble. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we are live in Houston as it looks like the Texans, CJ Stroud fumbles the football, and the Bills are going to be in prime position. Yeah, that is a fumble. The ball is out, and the Bills recover in the red zone here. What a play. What a chance to win the game now for the Bills. Chaos is with me here. Oh, this is a big one. Patriots also are driving here as they try and win this game down 5 points. They're into enemy territory. Mitch Trubisky is out there, so Josh Allen's still in concussion protocol here. Let's check Twitter, see what's up. CJ Stroud underpass completions lives. Yes, you might really get there. Josh Allen getting screened for a concussion. Yeah. Colts didn't go for 2. They're not fans of the analytics, but Josh Allen is back out there. Josh Allen is back in as Lamar Jackson fumbles the football on 2nd and goal, and he's running around, stiff arms a guy off, and eventually throws the ball deep into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. Touchdown, Ravens. Isaiah Likely with his 2nd of the day. And the Ravens are back in business here. 6 minutes to play. 6 minutes to play. They're going to be down by 3. Josh Allen, meanwhile, Bills have the ball at the 15. Ooh, looks like an incompletion. James Cook didn't get his feet down. It's going to be 3rd and 10. He's trying. Allen trying to pull a Troy Aikman here. Also, some big problems here for you, Chaos, is they're going to have to start passing the football if the Bills tie this game up here. Derrick Henry under rushing attempts also healthy right now. Yeah, negative game script there for that for sure. The Ravens kick the extra point, so they will be down by 3. Bills are going to call a timeout on 3rd down and 10 here. Patriots still working. Antonio Gibson gets the rush there. And that's going to be a first down. Patriots are going for it here, ladies and gentlemen. You've got Patriots plus 4.5 at minus 125, and that's down to plus 2.5 now. I think the Patriots are going to win this game. Let's see what kind of live number we can get on New England right now on the money line. Plus 130. Yeah, let's see what we can get. I'm curious on the Patriots here. They are driving down the field to win this one. Tom, if QBs get knocked around a lot, but not to the point that they do not start the next game, does that come into play for handicapping for the next game? I mean, yeah, like stuff like Aaron Rodgers, who's definitely hurt right now. That's a big deal. I wouldn't be as worried about Josh Allen here simply because of the way he plays, but ooh, all right, it's going to be a tie game in Buffalo. Like, yes, I would definitely take it into account, but it's not the be all end all for me. Come on, this Patriots game is at the 2-minute warning. Like, that is when you're supposed to allow these bets. Just got a holding call. That's what backed them up. Yeah, it's a good point. All right, 1st and 20 now. And another flag on the play. Oh, Colts. The Colts have tied the game up. Wow, I was so distracted by the other games here. I completely missed. The Colts managed to get the ball back, and they have now tied the game. And all of a sudden, the witching hour is back, baby. Colts have tied it up. Houston's tied it up, and Patriots are trying to go to score, but they're going backwards right now. It's going to be yet another penalty there backing them up. I think it's going to be like 1st and 30 now. I don't know. I mean, you could have a penalty go the other way in that game. As now you've got plus 285 out on the board from FanDuel there in the Patriots game. It's going to be 2nd and 20. Oh, and a fight broke out in the Panthers game. Yeah, Jacoby Brissett gets most of it back. It's going to be 3rd down and 8. That was a terrible time to bet Pat's money line. Yes, it was. Fortunately, I couldn't get a bet in because they had it off the board while the penalty was getting decided. So, yeah, that worked out in our favor there. And Joe Flacco really dropped that dime to Alec Pierce. Yeah, lucky me. I hope you didn't get it, Jansen. I apologize if you did. Meanwhile, that chaos, you are going to be sweating here. Jansen saying, let's hope they pull a miracle. It would be cool. Chaos is going to be sweating because CJ Stroud has to throw, but he misses the screen on second down, so it's going to be 3rd and 6. How Chaos? What's our status here? What are we at? Give us an update. I don't see how anybody live bets the NFL successfully. They don't. You just get lucky sometimes. Oh, you were looking at it before I said anything. Okay, good. Yeah, that's the problem with it. You see, they're driving, they're going to be okay, and then it's no, field goal all of a sudden, or penalty all of a sudden, drives dead. Trevor Lawrence now going to have a chance. 2:40 on the clock in Jacksonville. T-Law throws a simple screen here. Throws it out in the flat to the running back who picks up 9. 23 on a 23.5 line. I think you are done. As the Texans have gotten the first down here. Play dead, all good? Okay. Oh, you're not talking about the play being dead. You're talking about your play being dead. Oh, man. Oh, well. Chaos, I am sorry to hear that. Oh, I really hope the Texans don't just get in a field goal range and win this game. That would suck. Bengals, meanwhile, trying to drive here to ice this one. Bears going for a 2-point attempt. Their kicker's got to be hurt. On we move, gents. Exactly. We're on to Cincinnati. Doing a dang good job at it, too. Yeah. The Pats. What have the Pats done? The Pats have a chance. Oh, yeah, that price has plummeted. They're the favorite now. They managed to convert. Yeah, Patriots managed to convert there. They're on the 12, throw into the end zone. That ball is going to be over the head of the receiver. Jacoby Brissett still on 113 passing yards on the day. That game has been putrid football. Rumors the Bengals demise greatly exaggerated. Can the Patriots pull it off? They have 1 minute from the 12, 2nd and 10. And they're just going for the end zone there. Did he get his feet down? Yes. Touchdown Patriots, and they do it. Jalen Polk gets the score. And just when it looked like the Dolphins might be safe. Titans Miami game could be worst game of the season. This one gives it a run for its money. Yeah, it really does. And yet it still ended up being an interesting one as the Bills get this first down stop. Texans are on the 45 coming out of the 2-minute warning there. And the Bills call their first timeout. And Bryce Young is in at quarterback here for the Panthers. Did he get both down? They're going to be reviewing it. They're going to be reviewing it in the Patriot game there. Also, I think the Ravens have a good chance here. Ravens alive. Pat's touchdown. Oh, yeah, that's one. Two with the toe. Ooh, I don't know about that. Ravens coming back. Yeah, that's not a touchdown. Not a touchdown there for Jalen Polk. So the Patriots will have to try again. Meanwhile, Joe Burrow throws an interception, and the Ravens have a lot of life here. 2nd and 12. Texans go short, and they're going to get it back to 3rd and 10. Huge third down here for Buffalo. Meanwhile, 3rd down here for the Patriots, and they're going to just chuck that one long. So it's going to come down to 4th and 10 here for New England. They have been tantalizing us this entire time. Jacksonville, by the way, that game is 34-34, 30 seconds to play here. Jacksonville driving to try and kick the game-winning field goal. Trevor Lawrence with 370 on the day. And the Ravens here also driving. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play there. They've got a 2nd and 1 right now from their own 38 as Lamar Jackson chucks one up and out of bounds. Lots of good stuff coming down to the wire here, but right now it is going to be 4th down, and we get a timeout in the Patriots game here. 4th and 10. They can get a first down without a touchdown. Both feet do have to be down, yes. All right, meanwhile, huge 3rd down and 10 here. The Bills bring pressure. Stroud gets rid of it. And they get the first down. And the Texans are going to be right near field goal range, but not quite in it yet. Ravens did get the first down there. They are driving as well. Ravens are into field goal range for Justin Tucker. Although that target line right near the 50 for an insane kick, Tucker has been iffy from long this season. All right, now it is really 4th down. And we're going to get a false start flag. Patriots move backwards even further. False start on Hunter Henry, going to back the Patriots up even further here. They're doing everything they can to lose this game, which is going to make this ending even more hilarious. I see some shenanigans coming here. 2nd and 8 for the Texans. Getting away from the heat. They're going to be in field goal range here, but it's 3rd down. Buffalo is out of timeouts. They're going to need the stop here. All right, now, 4th and 15. 4th and 15. Looks like the Dolphins are sending the house. They do. One gets there. Brissett chucks one up. No flags. Incomplete. Dolphins are going to win the football game. 3rd down and 5. Meanwhile, for the Texans, this is the big one. Bills need to stop this here if they want to have any chance at forcing the long field goal. Empty backfield. Stroud throws it, and that's going to be incomplete. So now it's going to come down to a Texans field goal, and the Bills will have 40 seconds to respond, whatever the result of that may be. Meanwhile, Dolphins going to win the game here. Oh, Patriots do have 3 timeouts. They could potentially get the ball back. Dolphins cannot kneel this clock out. They do need a first down. They get 5 on the first play. There is a flag in the Houston game. Intentional grounding. Oh, massive play there in the Houston game. Intentional grounding. No receiver in the area where it was thrown. And that's going to push them out of field goal range here. Wow. Huge. 4th and 15 now. 4th and 15 now. They're going to have to punt. So that is huge. And the Patriots are going to have a chance here to get the ball back with around 40 seconds to play. Meanwhile, Jacksonville has kicked the field goal I completely missed this. I apologize to everybody, but with 17 seconds to left, Jacksonville has taken a 37-34 lead. Texans now punting the ball away instead of trying for the game-winning field goal. All right, so Jacksonville has clicked a potential winning field goal here. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 for the Dolphins. Oh, we got a good witching hour in the end here. 3rd down and 4 for the Dolphins. They do not get it. And so the Patriots are going to call their final timeout, and they'll have 40 seconds after this punt here. Now Joe Flacco will have 34 seconds. Joe Flacco will have 17 seconds to go pretty much the distance here, 70 yards. Well, they don't need 70 yards. They just need to get into field goal range. Meanwhile, no one knows what's going on in this Baltimore game right now. The Bills get the punt at the 3, and they're going to be backed up here, and Josh Allen's going to chuck one long. And and a flag on the play. We'll see which way this is going. Flag on the play there in Buffalo. Dolphins punting with 40 seconds to play. Pass interference defense? No. Pass interference offense. And the penalty is declined. So the Bills will still have it second down from their own 3. Hey, Patriots going to have one more shot here. They've got the ball at the 45 with 30 seconds to play. Indy was not able to get it done, and Jacksonville wins their first game of the season here, taking down Joe Flacco and the Colts. Missed face mask in the Ravens game. That's an ouch. But the Ravens do still have a chance here. Bills, meanwhile, Josh Allen's just slinging footballs downfield right now, and no one is catching them. They are missing Stephon Diggs right now. I think the Bills are just going to have to deal with the fact that this game is probably going to overtime. Meanwhile, Patriots here, 30 seconds. Jacoby Brissett evades the pressure, gets out of what looked like a sure sack, and it looks like he threw the ball downfield enough. Yeah, Jacoby Brissett throws it downfield, and they're going to get the first down. They're going to be in Dolphins territory as they go to spike the football here at the 36. 3rd down and 10, backed up in their own end zone are the Bills, and the Ravens are driving from their own 38 right now as we're coming to the witching hour's conclusion. Less than a minute remaining in most of these games here. Bills now back to pass, 3rd and goal from their own end zone. Josh Allen gets mauled, and it's going to be 4th down and 10. So the Bills will have to punt from their own end zone here with 16 seconds left, and then hope that Houston, with 3 timeouts, does not get into field goal range to score. Lamar, meanwhile, throws an incomplete pass. Patriots, 12 seconds to play. Need a touchdown. Ooh, Jacoby Brissett rifles one, but they're not going to have enough time. They do not have enough time, and the Patriots do not win the game. The Dolphins get the win. That game is going to go final. Justin Tucker, meanwhile, kicks the field goal for Baltimore. That game is tied up and is going to go to overtime. Justin Tucker finally hits a long field goal again from the logo and reminds everyone why he is the greatest to ever do it. Snuck that in. And Jansen is now like, ooh, the Ravens there. Meanwhile, this Buffalo game is going to be such a huge sweat here. Could we be going to could we be having 2 games go to overtime here? Bears also finish out that game. And the Commanders game is pretty much done. And after the punt, oh, they are close to field goal range here. It's going to be a long field goal, but the Texans are going to be attempting one. With 2 seconds to play, they managed to get down the field to where they need to. It's going to be a long one for Fairbairn. Can he hit it? My last remaining survivor entries. How often do teams win with only field goals? That's a good question. Patriots have been doing a lot of it lately. Or the Dolphins have. Well, the Dolphins haven't been doing a lot of winning. Now it is going to be a very, very big one here in the Buffalo-Houston game. A very long field goal attempt. Bengals, by the way, still have a minute and a half to get down the field, and they've got all 3 timeouts. That game is by no means destined for overtime here. Fairbairn is going to be hitting this one from 60. Kickers have been automatic so far this year. And the kick is up, and it is, wow, that knuckles in. And Houston takes down the Bills. Wow, what a game there. What a game. And so that is going to bring us to our final game here. 1 minute to play for the Bengals. Ugh. Well, I'm out of my survivor pool, that's for sure. And the Bengals had 2nd and 17. It's going to be 3rd down and 17 here. And we'll follow to the conclusion of this one and call it a day. Although this one looks like it's going to overtime. If it does, we'll follow this to the end of the. We've made it through the witching hour here. We'll follow to the end of this regulation, and then I'm going to call it. But we will see who's sweating what out here. I know Jansen's got Ravens, and Corey, don't you have Bengals? Bengals go with the draw on 3rd and 17. And they'll probably punt this one away and head to overtime here. Huckleberry had the Bengals. We're going to be punting this ball away and taking this one to OT. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to do it for us here on the stream. Thank you so much for being with me. Thank you so much for hanging out as always. It is always a pleasure. Best of luck to you guys on this game here. Earlier here, Caleb Reed saying, how do we attend the demo? Do we have to schedule that still? Yes. Just go to unabated.com/demo if you're still there, Caleb. Sorry, Tom, maybe we'll survive next year. Hey, maybe we will. See you guys. We'll see you next week right back here. And, of course, make sure that you're hitting those Friday streams with both Chris K and Derek Carty as we do NFL and NCAA props. And we'll be having plenty more with NBA season coming up. But for now, I'll see you guys next time. Best of luck in the late slate, and let's cash some tickets.